Well, today on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, Democrat Shill Jenifer Lewis, she's really, I think she lost her mind after this election, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Jenifer Lewis, I used to really like her in a lot of her shows, and you know, she would be funny and everything. And I said, yeah, she the ultimate black mama on a lot of these shows. But boy, when she got into this politics stuff with these Democrats, I'm like, oh man. Why, sister? Why? That's the first thing I just say. I'm like, just y'all stay away from the politics. Just keep it on your craft. And that way people don't see how silly you are sometimes, right? Now, people can choose to vote for whoever they want to vote for. And I have no issue with her voting for Democrat. That's what she wants to. But she starts speaking on certain things. It lets you know what you really don't know, right? So Jenifer Lewis was on the Stephen A. Smith show. And I want y'all to hear what Jenifer Lewis has to say. Brace yourselves.
Oh, honey. When your favorite niece and your 13-year-old daughter is by your alcoholic brother or the next door neighbor, and she tries to abort that baby inside of her, you're going to regret that. They want to keep women in their place. It's so disgusting. I can't even put words to them voting for her. They didn't vote for her, didn't vote because she was a woman. They didn't care that she was smart and powerful, educated, beautiful, kind, joyful, fearless. She would have taken care of this country. She would have protected the people. She would have surrounded herself with great minds. But keeping women in their place was more important to them. And black men, that was just shocking because, honey, he's going to give the military and the police permission to shoot you in your back and there will be no immunity. So, baby, y'all you took every right from your children. Once again, there will be no social security and rights. This thing has said you will never have to vote again. He's going to be in charge of the military. We have fucked up. End of story.
You don't think it was a simple situation of looking at the economy, looking at inflation, looking at crime and saying, providing and protect. And as men, that's what we want. And as a result of that, I mean, I voted for her. I wasn't voting for him. But speaking to men who felt differently, they didn't think about Roe v. Wade. They didn't think about stuff. They thought about the economy, money in their pockets, and safety in the streets.
Oh, listen.
It couldn't have been as simple as that?
First of all, do you see women breaking in people's houses? Do you see women shooting each other in the streets? No. They voted because they voted for Trump because, I hate saying his name. They voted for him because they hate themselves. And they see this thing as powerful, that he's going to move mountains for them and make them rich. And unfortunately, black men, they want a man. They were saying, I'm voting for the man. Well, we're going to see about that. And don't think we're all not at fault. All of us. We went to our jobs and came home and sat on the sofa and watched movies of destruction. Superman, Batman, the end of this, Armageddon. Well, all of that social consciousness has brought us here. So now, like I said, Lex Luthor is finally in the fucking White House. What are you going to do about it?
Well, that's so much to unpack there. But to her last point, Donald Trump would not be considered a Lex Luthor. Not at all. Who I would look at as a Lex Luthor in today's society, Jeff Bezos. He literally looked like Lex Luthor too. But yeah, he would be more of a Lex Luthor, more so than what you think. Lex Luthor wasn't mouthy. He was, very conniving. He was smart. He had money, and he was always figuring out ways to get at Superman. You know what I'm saying? But that's what somebody don't know their comics, right? But like I said, so much to unpack here. Lord, that's why I said have Jenifer Lewis lost her mind after this election. So let's go back to the beginning and the things that just kind of struck me, what she was saying. Number one, she mentioned in the beginning of her, losing her mind, that when your drunk brother or your drunk uncle do something, basically a pedophile act to a family member, you're going to wish basically you would have had Roe v. Wade. Well, first of all, that is not the norm in most people's families. Has that happened? Sure. Will it happen more because Trump's in office? More or less? No. There's no Democrat or Republican that I know would agree for that to happen to anybody. That's first and foremost. And people who do get drunk, not everybody that get drunk commit heinous acts. Some people just drunk and that's just what they do. They got people that get drunk every weekend. They go to the club, get drunk. They do their thing, right? Don't mean they out there doing something horrible or doing something even illegal to anybody, whether they're a child or an adult. So I'm not promoting people to be drunk, but come on, Jenifer. You taking the most extreme case to make your case. And that means you don't have a case when you got to go to the extremes to make your case. That's number one, Jenifer. Number two, you mentioned about men. Clearly, you have no man in your life. Clearly, I can tell. Because a man, if you had a man in your life, he would have told you why some men feeling the way they're feeling. Jenifer, the party that you're a part of has alienated men. And let me say in particular, heterosexual, straight men, alpha men. The only kind of men that you like who are, straight would be the beta males, the beta male bucks. That's who y'all like. The one that's going to follow behind your skirts. And one thing that women like you, ma'am, don't like is the man that's going to say, no, we're going to take charge and run the community. We're going to run the country like we're supposed to do, like God has called us to do. Because when you see women trying to do certain things, they can't do it. Because number one, God didn't make them to carry that kind of load. When you put the stress that men carry on women, every time I've seen it my whole life, women fall apart physically. They get real sick in their health. It breaks them down mentally a lot faster. It ages them a lot quicker than what they should be aging because it was never meant for them to carry that load. That statue of the man holding the world on his shoulders. That's what men are. That's what we do. And all the things that we go through as men, what is our line to everything? Oh, this happened, that happened. What we gonna do? What we say as men? We'll figure it out. That's usually that's all we can do is like constantly thinking, how I'm gonna solve the next problem? How I'm gonna solve the next issue? How I'm gonna solve this? How I'm gonna solve that? Okay, I'm gonna take this money to do here. Well, maybe I need to go work overtime over here. Oh, man, maybe I got this. Or we always figuring out ways to try to solve a problem as men, because that's what we supposed to do. Period. And women like Jenifer clearly don't have no man in her life. That's why she's talking the way she's talking. That's number one. You said that she basically, Vice President Kamala Harris, was going to save this country so much. This woman couldn't even handle $1.5 billion, ma'am. If she couldn't handle $1.5 billion, she have all the Democrat donors mad that she basically blew all their money off. You understand what I'm saying? She would not have handled this country. Sorry. Stephen A. followed up, and he had to let her know, I didn't vote for him. You have to let her know that. It's not her business who you voted for. That's number one. Because, people like Stephen A., they'll tell you one thing, but they'll go in the voter booth and do another. So I don't know if he really voted for Harris. But anyway, Stephen A. basically told her the simple. Hey, the economy is bad. A lot of men say, hey, man, because we have to take care of families. It's on us. No one looks at a woman to say, boy, what you gonna do about them bills in y'all household? Nobody looks at a woman for that. Nobody looks at a woman and say, what you gonna do to clothe them kids? And she got a man there, they're going to be looking at the man. Why that man not taking care of his family? Why that man got his wife looking like that? Why that man got his kids looking like that? Why that man can't pay the bills in his house? They never look at the woman, they look at the man. And you got a lot of men out here, me included, who are family men. And when we look at this economy, we want when we work, we want to get more of our money back and keep more of our money as men. We don't want the tax man taking it. We don't want the inflation taking our money. We want to keep money so we can take our families on vacations, so we can, go on simple vacations with our wives. You understand what I'm saying? So we can go have, movie nights and restaurants and anything else we want to do. But when the economy is horrible, inflation's taking all the money, tax man taking the money. Well, shoot, what do you expect men to do? Men going to always think about provision. They're not going to think, listen, as I said during the election, a man cannot pay, or a woman either, can't pay a bill with an abortion. They can't do it. They can't. But you sure can pay it with some money. So with this election, if she really had a man, Jenifer here, that man would have told her, hey, a lot of men don't like the way this economy is going. And a lot of men not liking the disrespect, because all that trans stuff and putting the trans in women's sports and the bathrooms and all that stuff. Listen, men also said, no. This stuff is going too far. This extreme left wing progressive crap is too much and too far. And there are women that said the exact same thing too. They said this mess is way too far. We got to rein this back. And that's really what it is. It's not about Trump. It's not about liking Trump and all that. No, it's not about that. But the fact is, let's call it what it is. Trump is already president-elect, and he got everybody quaking in their boots, and he's not even in office yet. But they know he's coming. Biden, nobody worried about Biden. Nobody the whole time when he been in the office, nobody cared about Biden like that. They didn't fear Biden, anything with Trump. And like, look how much calamity Trump is causing now with the even threat of a 25% tariff on Mexico and Canada. Look how they both acting. Well, Biden, they're like, I ain't worried about him, because they wasn't worried about Biden. You understand? And they know if Trump say he gonna do it, he gonna do it unless they come to the table and do something with Trump. Now, even the mainstream media, because they want the United States to be behind. Oh, well, if he put the tariff, it's going to make it, we're not going to be able to get tequila and avocados. Like what? Like, you do know they grow avocados in California, right? And people can make tequila right here. They've been doing it. So what are you talking about? And bro, not everybody eat avocados like that. Just letting you know. As a matter of fact, me being a Black American, I didn't grow up eating avocados. Not at all. Now, as an adult, or maybe if I went to a Mexican food spot, yeah, I had some, guacamole or something. But that's not something that we ate as Black people every day. That's not in our cuisine as avocados. Now, not to say that we won't make some avocado toast. Won't say that we don't want some avocado, like make our own, guacamole or whatever. But that's not something that Black Americans eat every day, or white Americans or whoever. So California has a lot of avocados that we can get. Trust me, we'll be fine. And tequila, not everybody drink tequila anyway. So what are you talking about? I'm just want to just put that out there. The key is about tariffs. If you don't know, is if you buy it here and it's made here, then it has no tariff. That's the point of a tariff, to basically buy American, made in America. Then there's no tariffs, because as long as you import it here, it's going to have a tariff. That's all that's about. But Jenifer, and what she don't understand is that she was talking about everything else except what matters. In order for her to get a job acting, the economy has to be good. If people don't go to the movies, if people don't buy streaming services, she can't get a job. You understand? So the more money people have in their pocket, the more they're willing to spend on streaming services, the more they're willing to spend on movie tickets. That's how people like her have to understand the economy is everything. She's in a business where she's dependent on people to go either watch a movie that she's in on streaming. Maybe I know she get maybe some royalties from different shows she's been on TV, but the economy affects her business as an actress. abortion don't affect her, can't put no money in her pocket. And even if you want to be a shield for the Democrats, you can only do it, every 2 years or so? Midterms, presidential election. What you gonna do after that election? Whoever you are, the shields. You think about your career. Like right now, doing all that shilling, that's hurting y'all businesses right now. I just saw a woman on TikTok. She was actually a white woman. And she said that, I can't believe 70 some odd million people voted for Trump. I don't understand them people and this and that. And then after she made that statement, a lot of her customers, they said she was in business for 20 years. So some sort of beauty business. A lot of her customers are Trump supporters. Some of her regular customers who for years been supporting this woman, the Trump supporters. And when she said that, they felt offended, said, I don't want to really, continue with you because of what you said. So making that dumb statement, right, that had something that had nothing to do with her. How people vote is how they vote. Only thing you're supposed to care about in business is money, not what people voting. I don't care what people vote. It's like me. I don't care who watching. I don't care how you vote. No matter. You can watch. You can download our app in the Google Play and Apple App Store. Make sure you take advantage of the Cyber Monday deal that's going on right now. 25% off to the first 50 customers. The people who get the yearly subscription, you're going to take more of an advantage than someone just get a monthly or quarterly. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care your gender. I don't care anything. I don't care. But this woman said something and she said, I lost more customers. Okay, so now she lost so many customers that she was saying that she was thinking she had to make an application at Chipotle. This is the woman said. I hope that'd be a lesson for people to keep politics out your business. If you're not in the business of politics that discuss that all the time, then keep it out your business. Because no reason that lady should be losing her customers because she didn't do nothing wrong in her business, but it was politics. Politics and religion is the two things that you need to keep out of your business if you're not involved in politics and religion. Understand? But Jenifer Lewis lost her last mind by this election. Jenifer, go get some therapy, sister. Now, I read online that you're bipolar because you admitted that you're bipolar. Well, listen, please go to your therapist. Make sure you're taking your medications. I don't want you to have an episode behind this election. Please. Trust me. Jenifer, Trump not going to mess with you. You'll be all right. Period. You think Trump is the worst thing ever? We have overcame 250 years of slavery. And you think Trump is worse than that? Slavery? 100 some odd years of Jim Crow. Do you think Trump is worse than that? Come on now. Come on. That's silly. But y'all pray for Jenifer, y'all. I don't know. Jenifer must got too much time on her hands. Y'all give Jenifer some job playing the black mama or something because Jenifer needs to get off the internet. Seriously. She needs to get in a show or something. Put her in a new scary movie. The Wayans gonna do the scary movie again. Dude, put her in there. I don't know. Just saying. Keep her busy. Because thinking about this Kamala thing with her.